Absolutely sensational!
It's a beautiful morning here at INIOLUWA. And we're live at the studios of iPower 102.7 FM. This is your delectable sports program, Sports Diaries, and I am Sports Diva. I am going to be taking you on an eventful ride through the world of sports, ranging from the latest sports update, expert analyses, and exciting highlights in the sporting arena. Now, let's step into the dynamic world of sports, beginning from the world of soccer, where we've got this story. Uche inspires Getafe win as Ndidi makes Besiktas debut. As the league in Europe begin to hit the gears, Nigerian players are up and running with newly capped Super Eagles midfielder Chris Santos Uche still in the show with a goal and assist this weekend. New season, same old Uche. The Nigerian midfielder picked things up where he left them last season, scoring a goal and providing an assist for the opening game win away at Celta Vigo. The 22-year-old midfielder was the standout star for Spanish capital outfit, featuring for all 90 minutes and had a hand in the opening goal when he set the Andre Lizzo in the 47th minute. In the second half, he turned from a provider to scorer when he found the back of the net in the 72nd minute to give the Getafe all 3 points on the day. Last season, he scored 4 goals and made 6 assists in 33 games. Yes, sir. Still in the world of soccer. Well, we've got this one coming from the EPL. Crystal Palace out Chelsea to goalless draw. Chelsea kicked off their Premier League campaign with a disappointing 0-0 draw against Crystal Palace, despite dominating much of the second half and creating several scoring opportunities. Enzo Maresca's side was unable to break down the resilient Palace defense. The result may have been otherwise great for the Blues if players like Marc Cucurella, Trevor Chalobah, Estevao and Liam Delap, among others, had converted their chances. However, Crystal Palace were also grateful for the VAR check of Eberechi Eze. Free kick was ruled out with Maguire adjudged to have infringed as the forward struck his shot. It means vital drop points for the Blues just one game into the Premier League season. Speaking after the game, Chelsea goalkeeper Robert Sanchez said, and I quote, "Obviously not the result we wanted, but I think the boys played well. The boys created a chance, and at the end of the day, it is football. We take the clean sheet and we move on to the next one." We are 2 weeks for a quick preseason, and we got some injuries, but the boys showed up. We kept the clean sheet. We have quality on the ball. It was hard to find Moises and Enzo with the ball because Crystal Palace were holding a lot in midfield and with the dry pitch as well. On Eberechi Eze's disallowed free kick, he said, and I quote, "Moises gets pushed into the gap, and that is why I couldn't see it at all. And the ball goes over my head, so that is why it has to be a foul 100%. He attributed their goalless game to having a short preseason due to the club's World Cup. He said, and I quote, "It was easy to come back, but we feel the fatigue that we did not have a long time ago to recover. But it is football, and you just have to take care of your body and not do too much." Yes, still in the world of soccer, well, we've got this one, Man United versus Arsenal. Calafiori Nets winner as Gunners win 1-0. Arsenal kicked off their Premier League campaign with a narrow 1-0 win over Manchester United. The Gunners are looking to finally win the title after finishing in second place for the last 3 years. But for the Red Devils, they want to do better than their 15th place finish from the last season. Although United started the game brightly, it was Mikel Arteta's men who took the lead in the 13th minute. Ricardo Calafiori reacted quickest in the box to head home a Declan Rice corner kick. The goal proved to be the only one scored in the game. United's best chance in the second half, but David Raya pumped away Brian's header. Arsenal host lead United next, while United were away at Fulham. Yes, sir. We are still in the world of soccer. Well, we've got this one coming from the La Liga. Uche scores assist as Getafe beats Celta Vigo away. Looks like I've taken that headline. We move on to the next one. We've got this coming from the EPL. Daniel Sturridge names best player during Arsenal 1-0 win against Manchester United. Former Chelsea and Liverpool striker Daniel Sturridge has named Matthews Cunha as the best player of the pitch during Arsenal's 1-0 Premier League win against Manchester United. Cunha was impressive for Man United against Arsenal at Old Trafford, but failed to score the host. Recall that the first half goal from Ricardo Calafiori secured victory from Mikel Arteta's side against the Red Devil. He said, and I quote, "I thought Connor lit the place up today. He was Man United's best player, and for me, maybe the best player of the pitch. What will he bring? What he will bring is something different to United. They have not had someone like him. He will get fans on the edge of their seat. He is also going to be a special player for the team." Yes, sir. We've got this coming from China. Manual to miss Super Eagles B clash against Congo. The Super Eagles B have suffered another injury blow. They have suffered another injury blow ahead of the 2020 South African Cup of Nations Champions chance, Group D match versus Congo with defender Steven Menyo ruled out of the upcoming game. The Rivers United defender sustained a shoulder injury during training last week and would expectedly mix the futures. Menyo made his tournament debut in Nigeria's 4-0 defeat to Sudan at the Amman Stadium in Zanzibar recently, coming off the bench to replace Leonard Ngege in the second half. In addition, first choice goalkeeper Annie Ozoemena remains sidelined as he continues to recover from the knee injury that kept him out of the previous group matches. Nigeria will take Congo at the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium in Dar es Salaam soon in an inconsequential fixture, having already been eliminated in the competition after their back-to-back defeats to Senegal and Congo in their opening two matches. Super Eagles head coach Eric Schalla and his squad will be eager to finish their campaign on the eye to put a positive vibe to an already blighted campaign. Yes, sir. Still in the world of soccer, and you're still onto Sports Diaries coming from iPower 102.7 FM. We've got this transfer news. Crystal Palace confirmed Eberechi Eze's release clause has expired. Crystal Palace manager Oliver Glasner has confirmed that the Eberechi Eze's release clause has expired. Glasner was speaking to reporters after the 0-0 draw with Chelsea in the Premier League. Eze had been linked with both Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur this summer. However, Spurs have already opened negotiation with Palace and there had been doubt as to whether the 27-year-old would play at Stamford Bridge. Glasner decided to start Eze, and the midfielder even had a goal ruled out. He said, and I quote, "He was picked because he is Crystal Palace's player, and he's a very good Crystal Palace player. He trained the whole week, so there was no reason not to pick him." On Eze's €68 million release clause, Glasner added, and I quote, "I am quite calm, and I also know we have 2 weeks to go. I know Eb's class is gone, so it's the club's decision, and we will see what happens next." Yes, sir. Still in the world of soccer, well, we've got this. Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. Olaino reads on fire. Tricky Tree smash Onyekabis with wood. The Super Eagles star clashed in the Premier League as Taiwo Awuni and Olaino Nottingham Forest dominated Frank Onyeka's Brentford, with Chris Wood leading the Reds to a big win. Nottingham Forest continued their impressive Premier League from the home last season with the dominant 3-1 victory over Brentford in their opening season 2025-2026 seasons, Nigerian star INIOLUWA was a key figure for Forest, helping them build on their impressive 7th place finish last season and secure the European spot. The clash also featured fellow Super Eagles star as Forest squared off against Brentford Frank Onyeka. The big question heading into the game was whether Forest could improve on last season's display and get off to a flying start at the City ground. Brentford, meanwhile, were aiming to regroup under new management after departures of Thomas Frank and key forward Brian Mbeumo. The showdown also added intrigue with Super Eagles teammates INIOLUWA and Taiwo Awoni facing off against their compatriot Frank Onyeka. While Onyeka came off the bench, INIOLUWA was one of the few starters to keep his place for Forest, and he was instrumental in their confident display. Nottingham Forest dominated early and never looked back. Chris Wood opened the scoring at the 6th minute. Then Dan Ndoye scored on his debut to make it 2-0 just before the half-time. Yes, sir. And now we take a flight into the world of tennis, where we've got this beautiful story. World number 3, Swiatek powers past Rybakina into Cincinnati WTA finals. Iga Swiatek reached the final of the ATP WTA Cincinnati Open for the first time recently, surging past Elena Rybakina 7-5, 6-3 in a match played in sweltering summer conditions. Poland Swiatek, the reigning Wimbledon champion, recovered an early break in the opening set and powered her way to beat 2022 All-England winner Rybakina, who had swept past world number 1 and defending champion Anna Sabalenka in the quarterfinals. Swiatek, a former world number 1, now ranked 3rd, had twice stalled at the semi-final stage of the pre-US Open event, but booked a title chance on a 3rd opportunity. She will vie for the title soon against either 7-seeded Italian Jasmine Paolini or Veronica. It was a tough match, Swiatek said at the beginning. It was crazy, so hot, we were playing so fast. The 6-time Grand Slam champion recorded from 3-5 down into the opening set. Sweeping the last 4 games, Swiatek jumped to 4-1 lead in the second, sandwiching a pair of love service games around to break Rybakina's serve. But Rybakina made a word for it, fending off 3 breakpoints in the 6th minute and saving a pair of match points in the 8th. Between Swiatek closed off the game, she said, and I quote, "I was playing with intensity and quality. I feel good about my game right now and would not change anything." Swiatek said she was prepared for the top final, no matter who she faces. Yes, now moving to the world of basketball. Well, we've got this men's Afro basket. The Tigers romp into quarterfinals after thrashing Cameroon. Nigeria, the Tigers have sealed a place in the quarterfinals at the ongoing FIBA Men Afro Basket with a thrilling 99-90 victory over Cameroon in their final Group D matchup at the Paviolo de Kilamba in Luando, Angola. The win saw Nigeria top the group with a perfect 3-0 record after dispatching Madagascar and reigning champions Tunisia in previous matches. Recently, both Nigeria and Cameroon entered the high-stake clash, aware that the victory would guarantee an automatic berth into the quarterfinals, while the loser would have to navigate a more uncertain qualification route. The first quarter was a neck-to-neck affair, with the Tigers narrowly edging it through 28-25. Nigerians then found their rhythm in the second quarter, storming to the 30-16 run that gave them a comfortable cushion at the halftime. In their inspired performance, Nigeria had 6 players scored the double digit. Josh Okogie led the Tigers with 16 points. Caleb Agada scored 15. Stan Okoye finished with 14. While Christian Mekulu and Ike Nwamu each contributed 12. Martins Igbanu scored 10. Yet Nigeria's standard performers were Okogie and Okoye with a combined 30 points. Okoye, who came off the bench, put in a great shift for the Tigers, especially for the 3-point range, where he was 4 for 4, and he also grabbed 7 boards. Yes, still in the world of basketball, well, we've got this one on the Tigress. A Boeing governor rewards the Tigress star with 30 million naira, 50 million naira project. A Boeing state governor, Francis Nwifuru, has rewarded the Tigress forward, blessing a Geofor with 30 million naira and a duplex, while also approving the 50 million naira basketball project in our honor. The gesture follows a Geofor's role in helping the Nigerian women's basketball team secure a record 5th consecutive Afrobasket title in Abidjan, Ivory Coast. Governor Nwifuru, in a statement posted on his Facebook page recently, described the player as a source of pride to the state and an inspiration to young girls. And with that story, we've come to a wrap on today's program. Many thanks for staying with us on today's edition of Sports Diaries. See you tomorrow, same time, same station. And until then, I remain your favorite sports diva. Keep loving the game, stay blessing, stay sporting, and God bless you.